Hi everybody, I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. I go by the nickname Ginger, and we always start off with a hug, especially as we go into the weekend. Come on. How's everybody doing? They arrested one of the cops in the case of Breonna Taylor. A law has been changed that you can no longer bust in someone's house without knocking. All three of the officers should be charged because they killed her. I think it will happen, but one of the officers has been arrested. There needs to be justice in this case of this EMS worker. How she died was truly sad. And the fact that they tried to cover it up, that's what made it even worse when they tried to say that there was no altercation. It was just a mess. Now there is a rule that you just can't go barging in to someone's home. Let's get to what's going on here. Hollywood Walk of Fame 2021. Who made the class? How about Missy Elliott? How about Salt-N-Pepa? Nick Cannon, Zac Efron. I know all the High School Musical stuff. Don Cheadle, who's going to be in the new Space Jam movie with LeBron James. Countries, Trisha Yearwood, The Judge, The Shy-Lights from back in the day. Try My Side of Love, and Have You Seen Her? Are You That Woman? Charlotte had some great songs, but they're just some of the ones who are going into the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Cory Booker, Rosario Dawson. We thought they broke up when he said, I'm not going to be the president. I'm not running. I'm dropping out. They're moving in together. Jamie Foxx will be Mike Tyson. Now, we know he can already sound like him because he does the imitations very well. And when you think about Jamie Foxx and Ray, it was incredible. Can you imagine this story of Mike Tyson? He's bulking up. He does an exercise routine every other day, 60 pull-ups and sit-ups and push-ups and pull-ups and all of that stuff to get his body so that he can really get into it and play Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was this young phenom, but there were so many controversies along the way, biting off the ear of Evander Holyfield. There was no boxer like him. There was the incident with the woman, the rape. He had to go to jail. He came out. He reinvents himself. He's all into the marijuana business now, and probably once they find some safety precautions, he's going to be doing a lot of charity events with boxing. But boy, think of the life of Mike Tyson, and it's really amazing. But Jamie Foxx is doing that movie. Jamie Foxx has had to snatch up Tyrese. The singer-actor is at it again. I don't think he's on his medicine. He took to social media to talk about white racism in South Africa and reverse racism. It was crazy. And when I saw it, I just said he's not on his meds. Y'all know from time to time when craziness comes out of the world of Tyrese, who is a nice guy, but when the medicine, it's just something else. Well, Jamie Foxx, they said they had to sit him down and say, stop it. Stop it. Maybe it's the quarantine that's making him crazy. James Brown's wife, Tommy Ray Heine, the godfather of soul, died on Christmas Day, 2006, at the age of 73. And since that man died, there has been controversy. You got the daughters, you got the new kids, you like, that's my daddy. Then you had this woman. Well, a judge has ruled, and they don't want to see this case again. A judge has ruled that she was not his legal wife at the time of his death. Yeah, she had a kid, but she gets nothing else from the estate. Why wasn't she the legal wife? What happened? She was always married to another man. Another man that she married to get him legal in the States. Even that man came forward and he was trying to say, well, it wasn't a real marriage. The judge said, can y'all please stop coming into my court with this foolishness, with this nonsense? Tommy Ray Heine is not going to get a dime from that estate. She'll get something because she did have his kid. That kid is James Brown's youngest child. But as far as her being a wife, money from James Brown's estate, because there were a lot of kids and a lot of people in the mix. It's going to go to educate needy children. So maybe that will be the last that we hear of this woman going to court saying that James Brown was her husband. Vanessa Bryant is urging Congress to pass a bill, a helicopter safety bill. Vanessa Bryant's husband, Kobe Bryant, their daughter Gianna, and 7 others died in a plane crash in an accident that probably should have never happened because of the conditions of the weather at the time with the severe fog. But Vanessa Williams is urging Congress to pass this. K. Michelle. Now, I talked about this yesterday with the accusations against Tamar. Why would she want to be such a busybody in Tamar Braxton's relationship? Tamar's happy. She's in a happy spot. She's got a great show on VH1. Is it jealousy? I got to tell you something. Miserable people always want to rub their stuff on you all the time. If they're miserable, if they're not happy in their life, for her to go and say that Tamar was cheating on her boyfriend, who she seems really in love with, her T'Challa, with Jermaine Dupri's dad. Now, you pulling all these people in to spread some stories. Tamar Braxton's boyfriend has responded. He's responded. He says, why would you do that? What is wrong with you? What is your need for wanting to tell this tale? But Tamar's happy with her man. But K. Michelle, I don't know if she needs a hit. People, y'all are funny because y'all were saying that she ain't been right since she went with Idris Elba, and that she's been a little When I interviewed her, she just wasn't friendly, y'all. She just wasn't. And I never want to interview her again. Maybe she's just miserable in herself, and that's why she feels the need to tell that tale. Jimmy Kimmel is taking the summer off for the first time, I guess, in like 18 years. Jimmy Kimmel has said he needs a break. There's nothing wrong. He just wants to be with his family, enjoy the summer, but he will be on hand for the 72nd Annual Emmy Awards, where he is hosting, where he is producing. Emmy Awards air on September 20th. Kenya Barris and Pharrell, they're teaming together. We're celebrating Juneteenth. It's not a national holiday yet. They are teaming up with a movie on Netflix about Juneteenth. That would be fascinating because it was in 1865, Galveston, Texas. Those slaves didn't know that slavery was over. They didn't know till that Union Army came there and was like, y'all ain't slaves no more. Slavery is like, but they didn't know down there. I think it would make a great story. Kenya Barris from Black-ish, from Black-ass. Of course, songwriter, producer Pharrell, happy. They're coming together for Netflix. Hopefully one day, Juneteenth will be seen as a national holiday. I have more info on Tom Joyner. They're saying that he had a mini stroke in May. I never heard of a mini stroke. I know little small strokes, but he is in a wheelchair rehabbing at home. Tom Joyner was boxing with his trainer when the stroke happened. Why is Tom Joyner boxing? Because he was supposed to do a charity event with Mike Tyson. When they had to cancel the Tom Joyner cruise because of the Rona, he lost a lot of money. He raises money for black schools, historically black colleges. Tom Joyner is rehabbing at home. He's trying to do his best so he can continue things for the Tom Joyner Foundation. But please keep Mr. Joyner in your prayers. ABC tried to move Black-ish to next winter, and they were like, no. Originally, Black-ish was not on the fall schedule, but they've had a change of heart, and I can see why, because Black-ish was on the forefront of a lot of things. If you're a fan of the show, you may remember about 2 years ago, they did a whole thing on Juneteenth, a musical inside the show. There says, no, I want y'all to rethink this decision. Black-ish needs to come back on the fall schedule and be ready when new shows start rolling out. My good friend Don Lemon, CNN, 10 o'clock every night on CNN. He has a new podcast, which is really interesting. Silence is not an option. It's something new that he is starting. It's talking about racism, describing racism. So often, I don't know about you, but you may have had white family members or friends say, what can I do? Silence is not an option. If you see something, film it, say it, speak on it. You can find his where podcasts live. My podcast is called Patty and the Millennials. I'm a baby boomer. Gen X, millennials, men, women, we have conversation. For people who said, I can't find it. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on SoundCloud. We are on, always got to do this, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio app. Download it for free. We are where podcasts live, but it's called Patty with a Y, y'all, and the Millennials, my podcast. AMC theaters, and I really want your thoughts on this. They're saying that you can go into their theaters and not wear a mask. I just told you guys the other day, I did a whole rundown, like can't bring cash to the concessions, all the cleanliness, social distancing. AMC made this statement saying that they didn't want to get caught in the political firestorm. You're already in a firestorm because now you're telling people they don't have to wear a mask. It's really amazing to me how some people are refusing, saying it's against their constitutional rights. We're trying to save lives here because the Rona is not going away. Not yet. I know they're waiting for the vaccine, which a lot of people are not going to take. I don't think they'll ever shut the government down. They're going to be like, y'all going to have to learn how to live with it. Dr. Anthony Fauci, who I know he gets on the Trump administration's nerves, he released a statement that football players should be sequestered if they proceed with the NFL season. That just sounds impossible to me. You're going to quarantine these men for months? I don't know if that can happen. There's not going to be any fans in the stand, but they're trying to bring along players, but they're players that are like getting COVID. For AMC to put that out, people are really going to say, I'm not going to the movies. I'm going to watch movies at home. And I really think it could hurt the theater change. Now, employees, by the way, they got to wear face mask. There's a Kobe Bryant documentary coming to IG and YouTube. Mamba Out follows Kobe Bryant, the final championship season of his with the Lakers. This is the season that they're talking about. Instagram and YouTube episodes 1 and 2 start July the 5th. As we get closer to it, I will let you know. I do a weekend edition that's a little fancier, a little more stylized. Tech Life Steph puts it on. Please check it out. We love to keep you in the know what's going on with pop culture and future things and movies and the like. So please check it out. There is a weekend edition of the show. We're heading into a Father's Day weekend to all the dads out there. Hope it is a great Father's Day to all the father figures. Happy Father's Day to you. As always, you guys know that I appreciate you and you spur me on to keep this going on. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope it's a great weekend, Father's Day weekend, Juneteenth, whatever you do. I think it's raining down in Florida. Somebody reached out to me from Miami and said it's raining, and I'm like, it's sunny and hot up here in the Northeast. Have a great weekend. Thank you. I am very thankful that you guys are here, and I certainly enjoy bringing you the pop culture news and entertainment. Hit the subscribe button, tell a friend, leave a comment. Have a great weekend and happy Father's Day. And of course, hit the like button. Bye-bye.